Welcome to Stoic Flame channel.
Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of the outside world, as if external events are battering you from every direction, and wished for an unshakable inner core? The Stoics believe that by developing an inner citadel, a fortress of reason and virtue within yourself, you can create a sanctuary of strength and tranquility that no external circumstance can penetrate. In the tapestry of human existence, courage often remains an unacknowledged thread, quietly weaving through our daily lives. The very act of rising each morning and confronting the world in all its intricate complexity demands a fundamental bravery that is rarely celebrated. Yet, as the Stoics believed, it is precisely this persistent courage, the courage to endure, to face life's relentless trials, that stands as the most commendable of all human endeavors. It is a courage not dictated by circumstance, but born of a conscious choice. This article will delve into 3 profound Stoic secrets designed to help us cultivate an ultimate shield of resilience in our daily lives, transforming our approach to adversity and uncertainty. The ancient philosophers, whose wisdom resonates powerfully even in our modern, fast-paced world, offer us a profound pathway to inner peace and unwavering strength. Through their teachings, we can learn to navigate life's turbulent waters with greater ease, finding tranquility amidst challenges that once seemed overwhelming. Let's get started. The ultimate shield of resilience, embracing Stoic secrets for a steadfast life. Lesson 1. Embracing the dichotomy of control. The first and arguably most fundamental Stoic principle for unlocking a life of peace, strength, and unwavering resilience is the dichotomy of control. This profound concept, cherished by Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, teaches us that the foundation of resilience lies in making a clear distinction between what is within and our control and what is not. As Epictetus famously stated, some things are in our control and others not. This simple yet deeply profound truth serves as the cornerstone of this entire principle. The essence of the dichotomy of control is to redirect our precious energy away from the futile attempts to influence the uncontrollable, and instead, to focus intensely on mastering our own minds and actions. Imagine the immense relief that comes from truly letting go of the weight of the world, all those external factors and outcomes, and instead, channeling your focus solely on what you can influence. This shift in perspective is truly liberating, offering a pathway to reduced frustration and disappointment, which often arise when we fixate on elements beyond our influence. Understanding what's within and beyond control. To fully grasp this principle, let us consider various aspects of modern life where the dichotomy of control proves invaluable: social media and external opinions. In today's digital age, we are constantly exposed to and affected by the opinions, comments, and actions of others online. The Stoics would unequivocally remind us that we possess no control over what others think or say about us. However, the power to control how we respond to these external stimuli is entirely within our grasp. Marcus Aurelius wisely penned, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." By internalizing this ancient wisdom, we move beyond impulsive reactions and thoughtfully choose our responses. For instance, instead of engaging in a heated online debate, we might consciously decide to disengage or respond with calmness, thereby preserving our invaluable peace of mind. This conscious choice is profoundly empowering, affirming that we hold the reins to our own emotional well-being. External circumstances like the weather is a quintessential example of an entirely uncontrollable aspect of life. Planning an outdoor event and then obsessing over the possibility of rain will not change the meteorological outcome. It will only serve to escalate stress. Epictetus offered timeless advice that resonates perfectly with this scenario. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen. And your life will go smoothly. By embracing the weather as it is and adapting our plans accordingly, we maintain our equilibrium and reduce unnecessary stress. Adopting such a mindset can significantly reduce the daily stress we experience. Workplace dynamics and career progression. The dichotomy of control is an exceptionally powerful tool for fostering professional resilience. Consider a scenario where you are vying for a promotion. Despite your hard work and dedication, the ultimate decision might be influenced by factors completely beyond your control, such as company restructuring or perceived favoritism. In such situations, the Stoics would counsel you to direct your focus inwards, specifically on your own efforts and virtues. Seneca famously noted, "A good character is the only guarantee of everlasting carefree happiness." By dedicating yourself to excellence in your work and committing to personal growth, you can maintain your integrity regardless of external outcomes. This approach not only builds robust resilience but also strategically positions you for future opportunities, recognizing that your character is far more enduring than any single career setback. Interpersonal relationships. Relationships are another arena where embracing the dichotomy of control can profoundly enhance resilience. It is common for us to try and change others, perhaps subtly nudging a partner towards healthier habits or wishing a friend would be more considerate. However, the Stoics provide a vital reminder: we cannot control the actions of others. Our control is limited solely to our own actions and reactions. Epictetus taught, "Let whatever happens be what you want," which underscores the importance of accepting what we cannot change in others. By accepting individuals as they are and consciously choosing how we interact with them, we significantly reduce friction and cultivate more harmonious relationships. Releasing the burden of trying to control others and instead investing in our own responses is a truly liberating feeling. Internal virtues versus external possessions. The Stoics revolutionized perspective by emphasizing the paramount importance of internal virtues over external possessions or societal statuses. In a world often consumed by the pursuit of material success, this perspective is truly revolutionary. As Epictetus stated, wealth consists not in having great possessions but in having few wants. By focusing our energy on developing virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline, all of which are entirely within our control, we construct a solid inner foundation that external circumstances cannot easily shake. This internal wealth significantly contributes to our resilience, ensuring that our sense of worth is not contingent upon external validations, leading to greater stability and contentment. Athletic setbacks and personal growth. Consider athletes who dedicate themselves to tireless training, only to face unforeseen setbacks like injuries. Those who effectively embrace the dichotomy of control acknowledge injury as an event beyond their control, and then pivot their focus towards rehabilitation and cultivating mental fortitude, which are indeed within their control. This mindset not only aids in the physical recovery process but frequently leads to profound personal growth beyond their physical abilities, such as developing greater patience, mental toughness, or even discovering new passions like coaching. By channeling their energy into these controllable aspects, they emerge stronger and more resilient than before. This serves as a powerful testament to the transformative potential of focusing on what we can control. Global events and inner peace. In our fast-paced globalized world, news of distant global events can feel overwhelming and consuming. While it is important to stay informed, the Stoics would caution against allowing events over which we have no direct influence to disrupt our inner peace. Instead, They would encourage us to contribute positively where we can, perhaps through community service or by supporting causes we deeply care about. By doing so, we exercise control over our actions and make a tangible difference within our sphere of influence. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. It is indeed far more productive to act within our influence than to succumb to worry about things beyond it." The dichotomy of control is not about inaction or passivity, it is about empowered focus, recognizing that while we cannot direct the wind, we can always adjust our sails. By concentrating on our thoughts, choices, and reactions, we navigate life's turbulent waters with greater ease and resilience. The Stoics, who themselves lived through wars, exiles, and personal tragedies, managed to maintain inner tranquility through this philosophy. If they could find peace amidst such trials, then we too can apply these same principles to our modern challenges. Practical strategies for implementation. But how exactly can we implement the dichotomy of control amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life? Let's delve deeper into practical strategies that can help internalize this Stoic secret and make resilience our default response to adversity. 2-column journaling. A highly effective practical application is to create a 2-column journal. Label one column within my control and the other beyond my control. Whenever you encounter a stressful situation, diligently write down the aspects that fall under each category. For example, if you are anxious about an upcoming presentation, you might list preparation, practice, and attitude under within my control, and the audience's reactions and technical issues under beyond my control. By visually separating these factors, you can effectively prioritize your energy on thorough preparation and consciously let go of worries about the audience's response. Over time, this consistent practice trains your mind to instinctively focus on controllable elements, significantly enhancing your resilience. This is a powerful technique to transform your stress levels. Morning ritual with intention setting. Adopting a morning ritual centered around intention setting can be profoundly impactful. Begin your day by reflecting on the tasks ahead and identifying potential stressors. Ask yourself which aspects are truly within your control. For instance, if you have an important meeting scheduled, you cannot control the outcome or others' opinions, but you can certainly control your preparation, punctuality, and attitude. By focusing on these elements, you establish a proactive and resilient tone for the entire day. Marcus Aurelius himself practiced this by preparing his mind each morning, consciously reminding himself of the virtues he wished to embody. Starting your day with such clarity can immensely enhance your resilience throughout the day. Mindfulness meditation focused on acceptance. Another powerful practice is engaging in mindfulness meditation specifically focused on acceptance. Dedicate a few minutes each day to quiet reflection, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Acknowledge any worries about uncontrollable events and then gently but firmly redirect your focus to the present moment. This practice aligns perfectly with the Stoic emphasis on focusing on the here and now, where your actions can make a tangible difference. Over time, this meditation strengthens your ability to remain centered even amidst chaos, cultivating a profound inner peace. Conscious use of language. The Stoics profoundly understood the importance of language in shaping our perceptions and responses. Pay close attention to the words you use when thinking or speaking about challenges. Instead of saying, "I have to finish this project," consciously shift your phrasing to, "I choose to work on this project." This seemingly subtle change powerfully reinforces your agency and control over your actions. Epictetus taught that men are disturbed not by things but by the views they take of them. By reframing your language, you actively alter your perspective, which can reduce stress and significantly increase motivation. This linguistic shift can profoundly impact your daily experiences, even in social situations. Practicing compassionate detachment. Cultivating compassionate detachment can be transformative for your emotional well-being. Recognize that the actions of others are often a reflection of their own experiences and choices, rather than a direct affront to you. When confronted with criticism or negativity, pause and thoughtfully consider the source. If the feedback is constructive, use it as an opportunity for growth. If not, consciously let it pass without internalizing it. This approach effectively protects your emotional well-being and fosters healthier, less volatile relationships. It is empowering to know that you can maintain your inner peace irrespective of others' moods or opinions. Holding expectations lightly. The role of expectations in our lives is crucial, as high and rigid expectations about how things should unfold often lead to significant disappointment when reality deviates. The Stoics encouraged holding our expectations lightly, being open to various outcomes, which reduces the sting of unmet expectations and enhances adaptability. Seneca advised, "Expecting is the greatest impediment to living. In anticipation of tomorrow, it loses today." By focusing on the present moment and accepting whatever comes, we enhance our resilience and invite more joy and flexibility into our lives. Physical activities emphasizing control. Engaging in physical activities that inherently emphasize control over your actions can powerfully reinforce the dichotomy of control. Practices such as yoga, martial arts, or even mindful walking require focused attention on your movements and breath. These activities cultivate a strong mind-body connection that enhances your awareness of what you can control your body and your reactions. This physical embodiment of the principle directly strengthens your mental application of it, demonstrating how physical discipline can translate into profound mental resilience. Reflective journaling. Journaling serves as another practical and powerful tool to deepen your understanding and application of the dichotomy of control. At the end of each day, take time to reflect on situations where you successfully focused on what you could control, and note the positive outcomes. Equally important, acknowledge moments where you inadvertently became caught up in uncontrollable aspects and consider how you might handle them differently in the future. This reflective practice consistently reinforces learning and personal growth, leading to a noticeable pattern of increasing resilience and inner peace over time. Self-awareness is indeed the first step towards meaningful change. Surrounding yourself with Stoic wisdom and support. It is highly beneficial to surround yourself with supportive individuals who share your values and encourage your personal growth. Furthermore, immerse yourself in reminders of Stoic wisdom. This might involve placing quotes from Stoic philosophers in your workspace or setting daily affirmations on your phone, such as a notification that reads, "Focus on what you can control." Immersing yourself in these teachings keeps the principles at the forefront of your mind, making it easier to apply them consistently and stay aligned with your goals. Engaging in community discussions or groups focused on Stoicism can provide invaluable support and deeper insights. Sharing experiences with others on the same path enhances your understanding and resolve. Moreover, teaching these principles to someone else is a powerful way to internalize them yourself, as you explain the dichotomy of control to a friend or family member. You reinforce your own commitment to the practice. Shared wisdom is one of the most effective ways to grow. By continuously exploring and implementing the dichotomy of control, you profoundly deepen your capacity for resilience. This Stoic secret is not a one-time revelation but a lifelong, evolving practice. Each time you consciously choose to focus on what you can control, you strengthen your inner fortress against life's inherent unpredictability. The Stoics never promised a life devoid of challenges, but they unfailingly provided the essential tools to face those challenges with grace, strength, and unwavering resolve. If you're still on this ride, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe before we jump into the next section. It really motivates us to keep making more videos. Let's move on. Lesson 2: Practicing Premeditatio Malum, harnessing negative visualization for resilience. The second profound Stoic secret to cultivating resilience is the practice of Premeditatio Malum, or the art of negative visualization. This concept challenges conventional thinking by suggesting that preparing for the worst can, paradoxically, bring out the best in you. What if envisioning potential challenges could actually fortify your mind against adversity, rather than causing it? The Stoics firmly believed that by mentally rehearsing possible misfortunes, we could effectively reduce fear, significantly enhance our appreciation for what we currently possess, and crucially strengthen our ability to cope with life's inherent uncertainties. This practice empowers us to anticipate challenges and face them with profound confidence. The purpose and philosophy of negative visualization. Stoic philosophers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius regularly engaged in negative visualization as a daily practice. Seneca famously advised, "Rehearse them in your mind: exile, torture, war, shipwreck, all the terms of human suffering should be before our eyes." The intent behind this practice was not to invite misfortune or to dwell in pessimism, but rather to comprehensively prepare the mind for any eventuality. By contemplating potential setbacks, the Stoics aimed to minimize the shock of unexpected events and substantially reduce the impact of fear when they inevitably occurred. Imagine achieving a level of mental preparedness where no surprise could destabilize you. This level of readiness indeed makes one significantly more resilient in the face of adversity. The Stoics had a deep understanding that life is inherently unpredictable, and that clinging to unrealistic expectations of constant comfort would only set us up for inevitable disappointment. By regularly reflecting on potential difficulties, we systematically build psychological resilience. This is not about dwelling pessimistically on worst-case scenarios, but rather acknowledging their possibility within the vast realm of human experience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nothing happens to anybody which he is not fitted by nature to bear." By accepting that hardships are a natural, integral part of life, we effectively reduce the fear associated with them and alleviate much of our anxiety about the future. Modern applications of Premeditatio Malum. This ancient Stoic practice has remarkable relevance and applicability in modern scenarios. Job interview preparation. When preparing for a job interview, instead of exclusively picturing a flawless interaction, you can also proactively envision tough questions or potential technical glitches. By anticipating these challenges, you become far less likely to be thrown off balance if they actually occur. Epictetus taught, "The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it." By mentally navigating these potential obstacles beforehand, you effectively equip yourself with strategies to overcome them, offering reassurance that you have already faced these hurdles in your mind. Enhancing personal relationships and gratitude. In personal relationships, practicing negative visualization can significantly enhance appreciation and strengthen bonds. By contemplating life without a loved one, be it through physical distance, and resolve disagreement, or even the ultimate loss, we come to value their presence much more deeply in the present. Epictetus suggested, "He who shrinks from the future will soon grow old." By consciously facing the possibility of separation, we cherish our time together more fully and foster profound gratitude for what we have now, without becoming morbid or paranoid. This practice can deeply enrich your connections with those you care about. Health and well-being. In the context of health, negative visualization can actively encourage proactive measures. By contemplating potential illnesses or injuries, we might become more motivated to maintain a healthy lifestyle and truly appreciate our current well-being. This isn't about inducing fear but rather fostering a deep mindfulness about our physical condition. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." By acknowledging our mortality, we are compelled to prioritize what truly matters, inspiring us to live more fully. Financial preparedness. In financial planning, negative visualization can lead to far more robust and resilient strategies. By proactively considering potential economic downturns or unexpected expenses, we are more likely to prioritize saving and investing wisely. Seneca observed, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." By preparing for lean times, we significantly reduce stress and enhance our ability to weather financial storms, contributing to a powerful sense of security and resilience. This foresight brings greater ease and preparedness for future economic challenges. Sports performance. In the realm of sports, athletes frequently employ a form of negative visualization to significantly enhance their performance. They anticipate possible setbacks, such as a missed shot or an unexpected move by an opponent, and mentally rehearse their optimal responses. This rigorous preparation enables them to remain composed and effective under immense pressure. The Stoics would wholeheartedly applaud this method, as it aligns perfectly with their teachings, allowing athletes to build mental toughness and adaptability by envisioning difficulties. Adopting a similar approach can markedly improve performance in high-stress situations in any field. Emotional detachment and managing reactions. The Stoics also believe that negative visualization aids in detaching from excessive emotional reactions. When we accept that loss and hardship are inevitable aspects of life, we become capable of facing them with greater equanimity. Epictetus taught, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." By adjusting our expectations and preparing our minds, we effectively lessen the emotional impact of adverse events. This does not equate to suppressing feelings but rather managing them constructively, allowing us to navigate challenges without being overwhelmed by raw emotion. Anticipating life changes. To further implement Premeditatio Malum, consider periodic reflections on broader life changes. For instance, contemplate how you would adapt if you had to move to a new city or change careers. What steps would you take? How would you maintain your well-being? This exercise significantly enhances flexibility and reduces the inherent fear of the unknown. By mapping out potential responses, you build a robust toolkit for resilience, making facing change feel far less daunting. Increased appreciation for the present. One of the most profound effects of Premeditatio Malum is a marked increase in appreciation for what we currently possess. By contemplating the potential loss of everyday conveniences like electricity, clean water, or even our morning coffee, we become profoundly more grateful for them. This gratitude elevates our daily experiences from the mundane to the cherished. The wisdom to enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones reminds us to value the present, deriving more satisfaction and reducing the incessant yearning for more. Cultivating such gratitude can significantly enhance day-to-day happiness. Managing expectations. Negative visualization is also highly effective in managing expectations, a critical factor in emotional well-being. High and rigid expectations can lead to deep disappointment when reality inevitably falls short. By considering less favorable outcomes, we adjust our expectations to a more realistic and adaptable level. This doesn't mean settling for less, but rather being prepared for a multitude of possibilities. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Receive without conceit, release without struggle." By maintaining balanced expectations, we experience fewer emotional highs and lows, which fosters a steadier, more resilient mindset, preferable to the roller coaster of extreme emotions. Improved interpersonal dynamics. In interpersonal dynamics, anticipating misunderstandings or conflicts can prepare us to handle them much more effectively. For example, before a difficult conversation, envision possible reactions from the other person, including defensive or emotional responses. By considering these scenarios, you can plan your approach to maintain constructive dialogue. Epictetus suggested, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. This preparedness enhances communication and significantly reduces the likelihood of escalation, improving relationships and conflict resolution skills. Reducing fear of failure. Furthermore, negative visualization can significantly reduce the fear of failure that often hinders progress and action. By accepting that setbacks are an intrinsic part of any worthwhile endeavor, we become more willing to take calculated risks and push our boundaries. Seneca observed, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." By confronting the possibility of failure in our minds, we diminish its power over us, fostering a courage that propels us forward and cultivates resilience through action. Embracing potential failure can indeed unlock new opportunities. Managing anxiety and reevaluating perceptions. In the context of mental health, Premeditatio Malum can be a powerful tool for managing anxiety. By systematically and rationally contemplating our fears, we can assess their likelihood and potential impact. This process often reveals that our fears are either exaggerated or entirely unfounded. Marcus Aurelius noted, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your estimate of it." By reevaluating our perceptions, we effectively reduce anxiety and gain greater control over our emotional responses, which is a valuable step towards resilience. Practical exercise and balancing perspectives. To integrate negative visualization into your personal growth journey, consider keeping a journal specifically dedicated to this practice. Regularly write down potential challenges related to your goals and diligently brainstorm strategies to address them. This proactive approach not only prepares you for obstacles but also significantly enhances your problem-solving skills. Over time, you will build a valuable repository of insights and solutions that will bolster your confidence and equip you to handle setbacks more effectively. The Stoics also utilized negative visualization to foster humility. By recognizing that fortune can shift at any moment, we naturally avoid arrogance and entitlement. Epicurus warned, "When you are delighted with anything, be delighted as with something that is not one of the treasures of your soul." This cultivated humility keeps us grounded and appreciative, traits that contribute immensely to strong character and resilience. Embracing humility through this practice can significantly improve interactions and self-perception. In educational pursuits, students can apply negative visualization to prepare for exams or presentations. By imagining difficult questions or technical issues, they can develop comprehensive contingency plans and effectively reduce performance anxiety. This thorough preparation leads to superior outcomes and a more resilient attitude toward academic challenges, highlighting that being well prepared is a key factor in academic and professional success. Furthermore, Premeditatio Malum can profoundly enhance creativity and innovation. By contemplating what could potentially go wrong, we often uncover overlooked weaknesses or areas ripe for improvement. This foresight allows us to refine ideas and projects before issues arise. Marcus Aurelius encouraged, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look by turning inward." By turning inward and anticipating challenges, we tap into deeper levels of insight, elevating our creative endeavors through proactive problem solving. In the face of global issues like climate change or economic instability, negative visualization can serve as a powerful catalyst for inspiring proactive measures. By acknowledging potential future scenarios, we might be motivated to adopt sustainable practices or diversify investments. This heightened awareness transforms abstract concern into concrete, actionable steps, enhancing both personal resilience and contributing to broader societal solutions. It is indeed empowering to turn worry into meaningful action. Finally, it is crucial to balance negative visualization with positive thinking to avoid becoming overly pessimistic. The Stoics aimed for a harmonious mindset, one that accepts the potential for both good and bad outcomes. By coupling Premeditatio Malum with gratitude and optimism, we cultivate a balanced perspective that powerfully fosters resilience. The ultimate goal is a happy life lived in accordance with its own nature. By embracing all facets of life, both its joys and its potential hardships, we align ourselves with this fundamental principle, leading to a more fulfilling and resilient existence. Embracing the practice of Premeditatio Malum unlocks a powerful tool for cultivating resilience. By mentally preparing for potential challenges, we effectively reduce fear, enhance appreciation for what we have, and significantly strengthen our ability to navigate adversity with grace. The timeless wisdom of the Stoics, when diligently applied, can truly transform our lives, preparing us to face the future with both eyes open and a spirit ready for whatever comes. If you're still with us, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe before we jump into the next section. It really motivates us to keep making more videos. Let's move on. Lesson 3. Building your inner citadel, cultivating resilience through inner strength. Have you ever experienced the overwhelming sensation of external chaos, as if events from the outside world are relentlessly battering you from every conceivable direction? Do you long for an unshakable core, an internal fortress where you can retreat to find solace and peace amidst the most tumultuous storms? The Stoics offer a profound answer. By consciously developing an inner citadel, we can construct a sanctuary of strength and tranquility that no external circumstance can ever truly penetrate. This third Stoic secret to cultivating resilience focuses on fortifying our minds, cultivating profound inner virtues, and thereby becoming impervious to life's inevitable challenges. It is an invitation to embark on a transformative inward journey, to build a fortress of resilience that stands unyielding, regardless of what the world may throw at you. The concept of the inner citadel. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius frequently referred to the concept of the inner citadel in his writings. He believed that within each individual lies a potent stronghold of reason and virtue which, when properly cultivated and developed, serves as our ultimate defense against all external turmoil. Seneca eloquently wrote, "Men seek retreats for themselves, houses in the country, seashores, and mountains, and you too are wont to desire such things very much. But this is altogether a mark of the most common sort of men, for it is in your power, whenever you shall choose, to retire into yourself." This profound statement suggests that true peace and enduring resilience are not to be found in external escapes or physical locations, but rather deep within the confines of our own minds. It is truly empowering to realize that your sanctuary resides within you, perpetually accessible at any given moment. Building your inner citadel fundamentally involves cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are the very core principles of Stoicism. By diligently developing these virtues, we intrinsically strengthen our character and become far less susceptible to external disturbances. For example, wisdom allows us to discern what is truly important and navigate complexities with clarity. Courage empowers us to face challenges head-on, acting despite fear. Justice guides us to act fairly and with integrity towards others, fostering harmonious community. Temperance helps us maintain self-control, regulating our desires and impulses. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By mastering ourselves through the consistent practice of virtue, we fortify our inner citadel, significantly enhancing our ability to withstand adversity in our modern lives. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with distractions and stresses: social media, relentless news cycles, overwhelming work pressures, and countless personal obligations. These external factors, if left unchecked, can relentlessly erode our sense of inner peace. The Stoics would strongly advise us to turn inward and anchor ourselves firmly within our inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius aptly wrote, "You must lay aside the burdens of the mind. Until you do this, no place will satisfy you." By intentionally focusing on our internal state rather than solely on external circumstances, we regain crucial control over our reactions and emotions. Imagine navigating a hectic day with a profound calm at your center, unperturbed by external chaos. This would undeniably make you far more resilient and effective in your daily life. Practical strategies for constructing your inner citadel. Let's explore practical strategies to build this formidable inner fortress: mindfulness and meditation. One highly practical way to build your inner citadel is through the consistent practice of mindfulness and meditation. By setting aside dedicated time each day to quiet the mind and engage in self-reflection, we significantly strengthen our ability to remain centered amidst life's demands. Marcus Aurelius himself practiced daily reflection, often meticulously writing in his journal to examine his thoughts and actions. This practice cultivates greater awareness of our internal dialogue and habitual reactions. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we can identify negative patterns and consciously replace them with virtuous ones. Over time, this deepened self-awareness evolves into a powerful tool for resilience, profoundly transforming your inner strength. Developing emotional resilience. A crucial aspect of constructing your inner citadel involves developing strong emotional resilience. The Stoics taught that while external events are beyond our control, our responses to them are entirely within our purview. This principle means acknowledging our emotions fully, but without allowing them to dominate or dictate our actions. Epictetus advised, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By consistently practicing emotional regulation, we prevent external situations from dictating our inner state. For example, if faced with unfair criticism, instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, you might choose to remain calm and objectively consider if there's any truth to their words. This approach preserves your peace of mind and often leads to constructive outcomes, offering the liberating knowledge that you possess the power to choose your emotional responses. Nurturing positive relationships. In addition to mindfulness and emotional regulation, nurturing positive and supportive relationships significantly contributes to your inner citadel. The Stoics highly valued social connections, believing that all humans are part of a larger, interconnected community. Marcus Aurelius stated, "We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower." By fostering supportive relationships and actively practicing kindness towards others, we reinforce our own inner strength. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift us creates an environment that bolsters our resilience. Conversely, by positively contributing to the lives of others, we reinforce our own sense of purpose and deep connection, thereby enhancing our inner fortress. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is another incredibly powerful tool in the construction of your inner citadel. By regularly acknowledging and deeply appreciating the good aspects of our lives, we consciously shift our focus from what might be lacking to what is abundant. This positive outlook inherently strengthens our resilience by fostering a profound sense of contentment and significantly reducing anxiety. Seneca encouraged, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Maintaining a gratitude journal or simply taking a few moments each day to reflect on things you are thankful for can powerfully reinforce this mindset, transforming your inner landscape. Cultivating specific virtues. Practical exercise. A highly practical exercise to build your inner citadel is to begin by identifying specific virtues you aspire to cultivate, perhaps patience, courage, or self-discipline. Each morning, set a clear intention to practice one chosen virtue throughout your day. For example, if you choose patience, make a conscious effort to remain calm in situations that typically test you, such as waiting in a long line or dealing with a difficult coworker. At the end of the day, reflect honestly on your experiences, what went well, and where could you improve your application of that virtue. Over time, this intentional, consistent practice will profoundly strengthen your character and fortify your inner citadel, significantly enhancing your resilience. Limiting negative external inputs. Another crucial practical step is to consciously limit the influence of negative external inputs. This might involve reducing the time you spend on social media, actively avoiding sensationalist news, or setting firm boundaries with individuals who tend to drain your energy. The Stoics were firm believers in safeguarding their inner world from harmful external influences. Epictetus advised, "Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours." By consciously choosing what you allow into your mind, you effectively protect and strengthen your inner citadel, significantly improving your mental well-being. Embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Embracing challenges as invaluable opportunities for growth is integral to building your inner citadel. The Stoics viewed adversity not as a curse, but as a direct means to strengthen character. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By reframing obstacles as learning experiences, we become far more resilient. When confronted with a setback, consciously ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger?" This powerful mindset not only bolsters your inner strength but also significantly enhances your problem-solving abilities, empowering you to transform difficulties into valuable stepping stones. Practicing self-compassion. Moreover, practicing self-compassion is absolutely crucial in fortifying your inner citadel. Acknowledge that you are human, and like all humans, you will inevitably make mistakes. Instead of harsh self-criticism, offer yourself understanding, patience, and encouragement. This gentle, nurturing approach fosters a supportive inner environment. Seneca advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Recognize that personal growth is a continuous, lifelong journey. By being patient and kind to yourself, you create a solid foundation for resilience, profoundly changing your relationship with yourself. Aligning life with core values. Aligning your life with your core values is a powerful way to strengthen your inner citadel. Take the time to identify what truly matters most to you, perhaps integrity, family, creativity, or contribution, and then ensure that your actions consistently reflect these priorities. Living authentically reduces internal conflict and significantly enhances inner peace. Marcus Aurelius powerfully emphasized the importance of integrity. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. By staying true to yourself, you actively reinforce the protective walls of your inner citadel, enhancing your sense of inner strength. Further elements of the inner citadel. Wisdom. Continuous learning. Wisdom is a fundamental cornerstone of the Citadel. The Stoics highly valued the pursuit of knowledge and continuous self-improvement. By committing to lifelong learning, we sharpen our minds and significantly enhance our ability to make sound judgments, which is crucial in today's rapidly changing world. This encompasses not just formal education, but also learning from everyday experiences, from others, and through diligent self-reflection. Epictetus emphasized that it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Approaching life with humility and insatiable curiosity opens us up to endless growth. Incorporate continuous learning into your daily routine by setting aside time to read, listen to podcasts, or engage in meaningful conversations. Seek diverse perspectives to broaden your understanding, and when faced with decisions, reflect and gather information before acting. This thoughtful approach enhances problem-solving skills and fortifies your inner citadel, making every day an exciting opportunity to become wiser. Courage. Acting despite fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the powerful ability to act despite it. Building courage involves consciously stepping outside of your comfort zone and confronting difficulties head-on. The Stoics believe that adversity is a natural part of life and an invaluable opportunity to demonstrate virtue. Seneca wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." By embracing challenges instead of avoiding them, we actively build resilience. This might entail having tough conversations, taking on new responsibilities, or courageously standing up for your beliefs. Start by identifying areas where fear holds you back, set small, achievable goals to confront these fears gradually, and celebrate your successes along the way. Over time, facing fears becomes less daunting, and your confidence grows, empowering you to reclaim control over what once intimidated you. Justice. Fairness and community. Justice, in Stoic terms, refers to a deep commitment to fairness, honesty, and acting in the best interest of the broader community. By consistently treating others with respect and integrity, we foster positive relationships and contribute to a more harmonious society. Marcus Aurelius emphasized, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live. While it is in your power, be good." Practicing justice powerfully reinforces your inner citadel by aligning your actions with your deepest values, enhancing your relationships and inner peace. Make a conscious effort to listen actively, empathize with others, and always act with integrity. When conflicts arise, seek fair resolutions rather than pursuing personal gain at others' expense. By building a reputation for fairness, you cultivate profound trust and respect, knowing that your actions positively impact others and strengthen your own character. Temperance. Moderation and self-discipline. Temperance involves cultivating moderation and robust self-discipline, enabling us to effectively regulate our desires and impulses. In a world brimming with temptations and instant gratification, practicing temperance is vital for maintaining focus and balance. Epicurus taught, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." By exercising self-control, we prevent external influences from dictating our actions. This might involve setting firm boundaries with technology, managing consumption habits, or controlling emotional reactions. Begin by identifying areas where impulsivity or excess negatively impact your well-being. Develop strategies to manage these tendencies, such as creating routines, setting limits, or practicing mindfulness. Over time, temperance becomes a deeply ingrained habit, enhancing your ability to make conscious choices aligned with your values, and liberating you to control your actions rather than being controlled by impulses. Mindfulness. Present moment awareness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the current moment. It allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, which significantly reduces stress and enhances clarity. The Stoics deeply valued living in the present, understanding that the past is unchangeable and the future remains uncertain. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Confine yourself to the present." By grounding ourselves firmly in the now, we reduce anxiety and significantly increase our capacity to respond effectively to challenges. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine, such as meditation, deep breathing, or mindful walking. Pay close attention to sensory experiences and internal states. When your mind inevitably wanders to worries about the past or future, gently but firmly bring it back to the present. This practice enhances self-awareness and emotional regulation, offering a refreshing sense of peace in the here and now. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence involves recognizing, understanding, and effectively managing our own emotions, as well as those of others. It enhances communication, cultivates empathy, and sharpens conflict resolution skills. By developing emotional intelligence, we navigate social interactions more effectively and maintain vital inner balance. The Stoics heavily emphasized the importance of understanding emotions to prevent them from overwhelming reason. Seneca stated, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Practice identifying your emotions and their triggers, and reflect on how your feelings influence your thoughts and behaviors. Develop strategies to manage emotions constructively, such as pausing before reacting or reframing negative thoughts. Cultivate empathy by considering others' perspectives, allowing you to navigate emotions with wisdom and composure. Physical health. Physical health is an essential and often overlooked component of overall resilience. The Stoics recognized the profound connection between the body and mind, advocating for meticulous care of one's physical self to support mental well-being. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest significantly enhance energy levels, mood, and cognitive function. Epictetus remarked, "Training is nothing, will is everything." Taking care of your body directly reinforces your inner citadel. Develop a balanced routine that includes physical activity you genuinely enjoy, nourishing foods, and adequate sleep. Listen to your body's needs and respect its limits. By maintaining physical health, you powerfully bolster your capacity to handle stress and challenges, understanding that investing in your body strengthens your mind as well. Growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed and enhanced through dedication and hard work. This perspective actively encourages embracing challenges, persisting steadfastly in the face of setbacks, and viewing effort as the primary path to mastery. The Stoics vehemently advocated for continual self-improvement and learning from all experiences. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily." Adopting a growth mindset enhances your inner citadel by approaching challenges as opportunities to learn rather than insurmountable obstacles. Embrace feedback and view failures as valuable lessons. Set realistic goals and celebrate incremental progress. By focusing on growth, you build profound resilience and adaptability, inspiring yourself to evolve and overcome limitations. Acceptance. Acceptance involves acknowledging reality precisely as it is, without resistance, denial, or fighting against it. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control external events, we can unequivocally accept them and consciously choose our response. This profound acceptance reduces suffering that arises from resisting what we cannot change. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." When faced with unchangeable situations, allow yourself to feel emotions, but avoid dwelling on them. Focus instead on actionable steps that are within your control. Release attachment to specific outcomes and trust in your inherent ability to navigate whatever rises. This practice is truly freeing, allowing you to let go of resistance and embrace the flow of life. Sense of purpose. Having a clear sense of purpose provides invaluable direction and motivation in life. The Stoics believe that living in accordance with nature and reason imbues life with profound meaning. By aligning your actions with your overarching purpose, you cultivate both fulfillment and deep resilience. Seneca stated, "Life is long if you know how to use it." Reflect on what genuinely brings you joy and fulfillment. Identify your passions, core values, and how you can contribute positively to others. Set meaningful goals that align with your purpose. By pursuing what matters most to you, you powerfully reinforce your inner strength and motivation, enriching your life with profound purpose. Crafting your personal code of conduct. To comprehensively integrate all these elements into your inner citadel, consider crafting a personal code of conduct. This personalized code outlines the specific virtues and principles you commit to embody in your daily life. Write down clear statements that reflect your unwavering commitment to wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, and any other values that are deeply important to you. Review your code daily, reflecting honestly on how you are embodying these principles. Be willing to adjust and refine it as you grow and evolve. This personal code will serve as a definitive blueprint for your inner citadel, guiding your actions and powerfully reinforcing your resilience and clarity. It is vital to remember that building your inner citadel is a deeply personal and utterly unique journey. The Stoics offer invaluable guidance and a clear framework, but it is ultimately up to you to apply these principles in ways that resonate most profoundly with your own life circumstances. Be patient with yourself throughout this process, celebrate every piece of progress, no matter how small, and remain steadfastly committed to your continuous growth. The profound strength you cultivate within will become a lasting, inexhaustible source of resilience and fulfillment. As we conclude this exploration of the third Stoic secret, pause and reflect on the immense power you hold to shape your inner world. By diligently building your inner citadel, you are creating a sacred sanctuary of strength, wisdom, and peace that will steadfastly support you through all of life's inevitable challenges. The Stoics offer us timeless wisdom for navigating modern living, guiding us toward a life defined by inner peace and formidable strength. To begin this transformative inward journey, simply reflect today on one specific area where you can begin to strengthen your inner citadel, perhaps by consciously embracing a virtue, practicing mindfulness, or setting a clear personal goal. Commit to taking a small, actionable step, and understand that over time, these small, consistent steps will accumulate, leading to significant and profound transformation. Remember, while the journey of building your inner citadel is uniquely yours, you do not have to walk it alone. Seek support from others, generously share your experiences, and inspire those around you along the way. Your inner citadel awaits, strong, steadfast, and uniquely yours. It is indeed time to harness the power within and become the resilient person you are truly meant to be. If this video speaks to you, don't forget to subscribe now and click the playlist on your screen to unlock the treasure trove of stories, strategies, and Stoic wisdom. Let's level up together. Fuel your ambition, fortify your mind, and join me next time as we rise above all limits.